It's Alex and Eli Unplugged, your one-stop shop for nonsense, tomfoolery, and shenanigans. I'm your co-host, Elijah Carino, and I got my boy Alex here. Alex, it's playoff weekend, NFC, AFC championship. Dust it off, baby. Straighten it out. Get the wrinkles out. Let's start there because you guys are playing a backup quarterback. I don't even know what string Stidham was.
We don't care.
We don't care.
No, he's not the starter.
Hey, but listen,
I started tomorrow. Yeah.
I saw a thing someone posted when he was with the Raiders and he was playing the 49ers and he put up like, I forget how many yards. So did you see that?
I want him to play.
No, it was the 49ers. They were apparently the number one defense.
I hate that I had to hate on him because he's in Auburn.
Oh, he's an Auburn guy? That's where he was from. Okay, I couldn't remember. Well, he was before Knicks, wasn't he? Was he the quarterback before Knicks? Let me see. Let's see how many yards did Stidham put up against the 49ers? And you say you hate to hate on him?
Hate to hate on him, but I have to. I got no choice. I ain't got no choice. There's no love tomorrow.
What if though? What if the unthinkable happens and he stumps y'all, man?
Listen,
you haven't even considered it. I can tell just by asking you that question. You haven't even considered that as an option.
We don't do that in Patriot land.
I'll be honest. I'm a little nervous about the Rams. That's a team you cannot count out.
They're coming to your town, so
they
Seattle.
You got to be up by 2 scores and less than 30 seconds on the clock, in my opinion, against the Rams.
The Falcons beat them.
Yeah, that's true. In like really good conditions.
That's what I hate about sports, man. Because like the minute you think like, oh, this team's gonna win, but then you like, man, they lost to the Falcons. Stidham beat the 49ers.
Yeah, Stidham in 2023, he put up, he threw for 365 yards and 3 touchdowns, added 34 yards rushing in a 37-34 overtime loss, finishing with nearly 400 total yards against the league's top-ranked defense.
Now I want to know what that top-ranked defense was doing Friday night.
The night before they were sleeping on him?
I want because that plays a big factor.
You've been around pro sports long enough, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about the tendency, because you hear pro athletes saying that, and some do a really good job of focusing in each and every day preparing for the next game. But what is it like for players who they think, man, we got this? Is it really like that? Just going out and partying and just sleeping on an opponent? Do they show up for? I think
I haven't been for like big time games like
playoffs
games and stuff like that. I haven't been around guys like that, but for the most part, they don't really care. Like if they're coming from Minnesota, coming to Atlanta. I mean that's a whole different change.
Yeah.
So when you're coming here, it's party time.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
So more
from Indiana to Atlanta.
That team's gonna win. Now somebody like Anthony Edwards, he's from here.
Yeah.
So
they lost when they came here.
He might party, but he wants to show out here. So he's gonna, where the other guys that aren't from here, they're coming to party and they don't really care if they really have a good game or not.
Yeah. Minnesota lost to Atlanta recently, didn't they? Not too long ago.
Here?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. Not that the Hawks aren't good, but that's how it goes.
And what about Trae Young? I saw that he was talking about being traded to. See, okay. So if this is one of our first episodes ever, I am some people may watch this and go, what does that guy even know about sports other than he likes what he likes? And that is that I'm not heavy on NBA. I love the Bulls. I love the Bulls, but the last back when the Bulls were showing up for the Eastern Conference Finals and things like that, that's when I was really following along. But yeah, Trae Young now out at
he's with the Wizards now.
And that's what I was thinking the other day. Like it doesn't matter like who gets drafted, because you look at Luka. He gets drafted and he plays and he does whatever, but now he's with you guys, and by you guys, I'm saying the Lakers. So when a draft happens, you always think, man, I wanted that guy, and he went here, but just give it a couple years. He may go and build himself up, get it like really good, become a solid veteran, and then come to your team. And that's like what is isn't that when you would want him after he's got a couple of years of
very true. This is a whole new era of sports.
Mm-hmm.
So like back in the days, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
You got drafted there, more than likely you're gonna finish there.
Yeah.
But now it was a business then, but now it's even more of a business, and now the players have a say so.
Yeah.
So if I'm tired of playing in, if I'm an all NBA player, all NFL player, whatever, and I'm playing in a city that doesn't
Cleveland
have, get that much advertisement, whatever, I don't want to be there.
Yeah.
Because you're diminishing my career. I want to be somewhere where I want to be in Los Angeles. I want to be with the Rams. I want to be with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I want to have more exposure. So, yeah, you got guys will want to go to those markets.
Yeah, I'm just looking up here how much longer is left on Myles Garrett contract.
He's probably gone.
Let's see. 4-year, March 2025. Because he just broke the single season sack record.
Does it count? Did he play one more game or two more games?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
So I mean,
to the old guys, they're gonna say no because you did it in a lot less in two more games. For the younger generation, it's gonna be
I think that plays a big factor. I mean, you're playing one or two more games than I did.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have an advantage. The record's not going to show that.
Yeah, he's playing. He's in Cleveland until the 2030 season. Man, I always think.
Well, he's supposed to be. There's a good chance he might get traded.
Yeah, that would be crazy. That's another thing too. It's like people when they tear down a franchise so much, you're like, why are you getting rid of these guys? And it's just.
The one of the guys that really shocked me, like because I didn't watch much NFL this year, to be honest. C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, I thought he was like real good.
They said that his rookie year was
after the playoff game.
Yeah, they say his rookie year was his best year.
Oh, so I guess he hadn't.
Yeah.
But they've been in the playoffs every year, so obviously he's been doing good.
Let's see, what year was he drafted? Is this his second or third year?
He was there for that finals against the championship against you guys. Right?
Let's see, it was 2023. So yeah, this is only the second year.
Either second or third, yeah, one or two.
So April of 23 to 24 to 25. So
what do you expect?
Yeah.
What do they expect from a guy?
That's the other thing too, is the expectation of put on professional athletes by people who are incapable of doing what professional athletes do it's crazy.
You can't. I mean, what quarterback? I mean, like it's on. I don't know what year Tom Brady was when he won his first ring.
I'll find out.
And if you look at like Montana, those guys, they didn't win immediately. I mean, because more than likely, those are top. Well, Brady wasn't. Those are top picks. They don't go to a necessarily good team.
Right. Yeah, you got to go to the Clevelands.
So, I mean,
to the Texans.
Yeah. So I mean, the Texans were nothing before he came there, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
So I mean, he's obviously made them better, going to the playoffs every year.
The one quarterback that I think that got into I won't say a good situation, but oh man, brain fart. What's
Sean?
No, oh boy, in Tennessee, Cam Ward, because Tennessee they were on the up and up, and then they fell off, and then they got him. That's a good get.
Yep.
I really like watching Cam Ward.
And they stunk it up this year.
Yep.
Well, they lost their coach, right?
I can't even remember. Like I said, here's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah.
I like the Seahawks. I love the Seahawks. I love the Falcons. Hometown team, Atlanta Falcons. Thank goodness we met after that 28-3 debacle, because I don't know that you'd still be in my life. I wouldn't hold that against you, man.
You guys have an opportunity for a rematch. It's right there. Now we're going into the Windy City. I mean, not the Windy City, but Maha, whatever.
Oh yeah.
We're going in there. And we're going. Hey, like I said, what's the
give us a prediction? Let's go. Give us a prediction. Final score.
34-14.
34-14. You heard it here first. Drake May passes for how many yards?
221 yards, 3 touchdowns.
221 yards, 3 touchdowns. Man.
Gonna get a pick six.
Pick six. Bro, how about that opening kickoff return? Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, dude. That was a dismantling of the 49ers. That I woke up the next 2 days and anything about NFL. I was like, I can't get enough of this.
I was shocked. When I saw the score, I was like, man, what's the name? Purdy, he must have got hurt.
Yeah.
There's no way that 3 points?
6, 41-6 was the final.
6?
Mm-hmm. 2 field goals. Yeah.
Well, the refs just gave him a field goal. Like, you kick the field goal, man.
Oh my God. And see, it's that, I don't know. Maybe it's because part of me is always I was a Falcons fan first, a Braves fan. I don't really have another MLB team. You seen that commercial? You have a side team, the Dr. Pepper commercial. So there's a Dr. Pepper commercial where their ad campaign is about Fansville. It's they're the people are a fan of this particular school, and this other guy, one of the guys that lives there, he says something. He's like, "Hey, can you turn it over to this game?" And they're like, "What? Why would you?" And they're diehards, right? The whole concept is that they're diehard fans. And he's like, "Can you switch it over to this game?" And they're like, "Wait a minute. You have a side team." And he's like, no, they have a good offense or a good defense or something like that. And so I recorded that commercial one time because these last couple of years, I've just started liking more and more programs. Like I said, there's the fan of being a UGA fan, Atlanta Falcons fan. I don't really have it. I just follow the Bulls when they're doing well. I really get locked in. Let me see. UGA and Falcons. So I guess football I have the most where I'll cheer for Notre Dame in college, cheer for Georgia in college, and Kentucky because I like Kentucky basketball. So I kind of follow their football program. But Evan's family is from Kentucky. So if we ever go back there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, her mom's family is from Kentucky.
Okay, so.
And so years ago when the very first game, Coach Cal's first year, I just flipped it over and I had no idea about college basketball. It was John Wall's first year, DeMarcus Cousins, Patrick Patterson. Those guys, Deron Lamb, like that was the team that got me into college basketball. And I was like, man, I'm going to watch these guys. And then we would go and visit Kentucky. And I was just crazy. There'd be like 80-year-old white women talking about college basketball, 100-year-old men talking about college basketball. They know, yeah, bro. Like that fan base out there is crazy. And I'm sure other, blue blood programs are like that too. But it just gave me something to connect with them about. So that's how I really got into it. And then Coach Cal and just what he was doing with all those draft picks, bringing guys in and just getting like 6 players, I think, drafted in the first round, I think was his record. I think that might have been with Anthony Davis. And
you come here, you're going to the league.
Yeah.
1 year. Go.
That's it. That's the way it is. They've kind of shifted from that now. We've got the past couple of years, we've been using the transfer portal a lot, doing graduate players coming over. But
hey, you didn't give me your prediction.
My prediction is I'm gonna say something crazy. You said 34-14. I'm gonna go 28 20.
28. That's too close for
28
Matthew. That's too close, man.
28-20. And I'm going to say we still win with Sam Darnold throwing 2 interceptions. I know that's a weird way to phrase it, but I've watched the Seattle this year, and they reminded me a lot. And I know they got a really good defense, but they reminded me a lot of Georgia in that it's like, bro, how are we winning this close of a game?
Yeah.
You know, these are too close. You look at that game where we beat the 49ers on, I think, the last game
4 weeks ago,
and they reviewed the play, and it turns out he threw a backwards pass, and it was batted into the end zone, and Jackson Smith and Jigba just happens to pick the ball up, and so they get the points off that. If that doesn't happen, we don't win. So I think that there are a lot more. There have been some close games, but I do think that we get to see this rematch again, and Mike McDonald is not going to make that same mistake that Pete Carroll did, calling a pass play in the red zone, and you got beast mode sitting right there.
See what though? I'm rooting for you guys because I don't want to play.
L.A.
Matthew Stafford.
I don't blame you. I don't want to play Matthew Stafford.
Super Bowl.
I don't want to play Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams.
No.
And we're down. Oh man, Zach Charbonnet tore his ACL.
Yeah, so I'm hoping you guys will take care of him because that'll make our Super Bowl.
But when we beat him, you're gonna be like, dang. Now we got to play y'all. That's not going to be good. Let's talk about some of these things you sent over to me. We got the Ice Storm coming up this weekend. Ice Storm 2026. They say if you're not off the roads by 5 p.m. today, you're doomed. You're doomed. So we're gonna wrap this thing up early enough so we can go home and start getting fat and happy on whatever it is that is going to get us through the weekend. Talked about the Broncos and the Patriots, 34-14, 220.
You heard it right here.
220 yards. My man is calling it right now. New blood in the postseason, 7 new division champs and 6 new playoff teams compared to last year. Yeah, I was looking at this. This was something I noticed. 1, 2, 5, and 6. It was the same. Those were the teams on each side of the divisional playoffs. Okay. The 1, 2, 5, and 6 all played each other.
Did you like the new system?
What do you new system?
This is the college football, right?
Oh, my bad. You're right. I was thinking about the
I thought that was college football. I'm not sure. It might not be. But anyways, did you like the new whole
playoff stuff? Yeah, college football playoff? Yeah. I hate that Georgia lost. I hate that we didn't get through, but I think that the best teams, and I know that sounds stupid to say that the best teams advanced. I thought that Indiana looked insane. Indiana reminded me of those Alabama teams a couple of years ago where they were like, oh, they could beat the Browns. They just looked unstoppable. I think they said the median age was 23, 24.
And Miami could have still beat them.
Yeah, I know.
That was crazy because they played, a heck of a game. The quarterback, he got sacked a couple of times. But Miami couldn't stop him they couldn't stop him. But they also, they could have actually won the game.
I know. I lost $20 on that game. And that's why I don't gamble. That's why I don't bet because I picked Miami all the way up to that point, and then somebody at work was like, "I'll let you pick," and I was like, "Well, I'll stick with Miami just because I wanted to look smart if they won." I lost. This guy said he thought Carson Beck threw the game. He said that last interception was just so bad he didn't understand the idea behind it.
That didn't make any sense because usually quarterbacks overthrow guys.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. You're supposed to throw that. Overthrow him, throw him to the side.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about something you're most familiar. Would you say your strongest knowledge is NBA? between sports,
Yeah.
among
Basketball, yes,
sports. It was like you're a
I mean, I try. I would back in the days. I kept up a lot, like with football and soccer and stuff. But I guess basketball.
yeah, you're a basketball guy.
Yeah, I'm a
Thunder
basketball.
chase for back-to-back titles.
They're not winning it.
They're not.
I had this debate with my brother-in-law back in December when I was in Florida because they were like 20. They had lost like one game, 24-1, something like that.
Dang.
They were already talking about this, breaking the Warriors record when they won. They went 73-9. Bro, like
Who was on that 73-9 team?
Klay Thompson, of course, Steph Curry, Draymond.
Oh, you said Warriors. I'm sorry. I don't know what I heard. I
Yeah,
think
the
I
Warriors.
did I say Spurs? Or no, I said that 73-9 team. For some reason I heard Spurs, but yeah. God, that
Yeah, because
team.
they broke the Bulls 72-10.
Mm-hmm.
They won 73-9. But the Bulls ended up winning the championship. The Warriors lost
Yeah.
the championship. But they were already talking about going after the record. Bro, you only won 24 games. You know how many the difference from 24 to 72, 23? How many games you got to play in between there? When they said that, I was like, they're not gonna do it. Because as a champ, you already know that. When you come into town, we're preparing for you. I want to beat you. I may lose to everybody else, but I want to beat you.
Yeah.
And as a champ, you already walk with that confidence that you know you're gonna win. You know that close games you're gonna pull out. You're gonna pull it out, whatever. But
Let's see. Aaron Wiggins. I didn't even know Aaron. Why did I think Andrew? Is there an Andrew Wiggins in there?
Wiggins,
Is
he
Aaron
plays for
his,
the Miami Heat?
that his brother? So we got Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams, AC, Alex Caruso.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him. AC Fresh, man. Chet Holmgren, AJ Mitchell, Isaiah Joe.
Got a good team. Believe it or
Jalen.
not, Alex Caruso is the vet.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And
Yeah.
Shea Gilgeous.
Yeah.
Cason Wallace. Yeah, I like watching Cason Wallace at Kentucky. So yeah, you think this is you use the word dynasty in that text. Are they just going to be the next big team? Who's the next big team?
Dynasty?
Yeah.
Man, listen, if the Spurs find another piece, so I mean they have a very, very young team. Very, very young team. And they're very good. They've already as a matter of fact, they've beaten the Thunder 3 times out of 4
Really?
this year. They beat them 3 times in a row. They're the only teams that have actually beat them like that. So they got their number, and they're still young. So I can see them, if they win a championship within the next couple of years, next 2-3 years, I can see them becoming, because Wemby, 7-5, whatever, 7-4, you can't teach that.
I think he made a full court shot the other day. Did you see that? Yeah, I think it was a full court shot,
which really is a half court for him.
his arms were at the 3-point line when he let it go from the baseline. Is that what that? So Victor Wembanyama, Stephen Castle, Dylan Harper, Luke Cornett, Jeremy Sokan, Devin Vassell, Julian Champagne, De'Aaron Fox, Go Big Blue, Carter Bryant, Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson. Yeah, I know these. Kelly Olynyk.
Mm-hmm.
Olynyk's been around for a minute, hadn't he?
He's been around for a minute. They're good, man.
Dude.
They're good.
I don't even know. I stopped keeping up with.
They haven't hit their potential yet, but they're very good.
What about your Lakers? Are they good?
We need to make some changes.
Tell us the changes right now. We'll get this up to the head office.
So, of course, Austin Rivers. Austin is hurt right now. So he's actually come along and become the second best player in the team. Because it used to be LeBron before, of course. Luka came. Of course, Luka trumps LeBron because youth. And then AR came into the picture, and like this year he started like LeBron, you're gonna be the third guy here. And AR's like been like him and Luka were like scoring Luka was scoring 40, he was scoring 30 something. I mean, like for like 10, 12 games. I mean, so he's actually going to be paid next year. They are. But anyways, but he got hurt. But they don't have no bench. You can't win without a bench.
Yeah.
You got to have the 6-man. You got to have 2, 3 guys that can come in and give you 10, 12 points. They don't have that. They got a bunch of guys that can't shoot. So you got to have guys around Luka. You got to have guys that can shoot. Because he's going to do everything. Just stand over there in that corner. When I pass it to you, you make it.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Dang. You had an opinion on how how guys can make it to the league and not be very good. Do you remember ever? I don't know if I'm saying that the right way, but you were saying yes, it's difficult to get into the NBA, but the level
it's harder to stay.
It's harder to stay.
Yeah, it's harder to stay because the guy gets they become complacent as far as like I think it's an excitement. You got there. You know, of course. I mean, only like so many players that played in the NBA throughout the history of the NBA. So when they get there, a lot of them become complacent. I think they still train hard and stuff, but you have to go even harder because remember, that's the top league in the world.
Yeah.
So there's guys right outside the door that just couldn't get in, and they're trying to get in, and they're working even harder than you are to get in there. And if all you doing is just doing your average stuff, you're not doing stuff that LeBron and Kobe and those guys are doing as far as like, I mean, those guys they're the first ones in the gym. They're the last ones to leave. And on their off days, they're doing stuff to better themselves. They're taking care of their body. And so those are the guys that have a long career. Those are the guys that are successful. Those are the guys that get all the All-Stars, you know, all the recognition, make all the NBA teams and all that stuff. Those are the guys. The other guys, you know, you see them come in the league, have a good season, maybe 2. Maybe they'll get paid and get a good little contract, but then they're gone.
Yeah, I just was looking up Olynyk. He got drafted in 2013. This guy, let's test your knowledge. How many teams do you think Kelly Olynyk has played with? NBA teams.
I'm gonna say 6.
8. 13 to 17 was the Celtics. 17 to 21 was the Heat. 21 he played for the Rockets. 21 and 22 Detroit Pistons. 22 to 24 the Jazz. 24-25 the Raptors, and 25 the Pelicans, and now he's with the Spurs.
Yeah, the Pelicans, I didn't know about that one, and then Rockets, I think I wasn't.
Dang, but
he's a good vet. I mean, he's not a star player.
Yeah, but it's like,
he's a very good vet. He understands the game. He knows his role, which what the NBA is about. You got to know your role.
Yeah.
Once you know your role, just be the best at it. You know.
Stay.
If your job is to get the dust mop, get the dust mop. Make sure it's always there.
Yeah. LeBron's last phase decision: stay with the Lakers on a discount, ring chase, or retirement. What's LeBron gonna do? What do you think he should do?
So I don't know if you saw it. Well, you probably didn't see it. So remember the Lakers? Jeannie Buss was the owner, and she sold it. She sold the Lakers, and which belonged to her. You know, it was in their family for the longest, and somehow in the contract, it was like everybody else got fired but her.
Yes, yeah.
And she stays on for like 5 more years and gets to keep like 10% or something like that. Anyways, it's weird.
That's crazy.
But she's come out recently and like dogged LeBron. Yeah, like talking about. Remember when Russell Westbrook went there? LeBron was trying to get DeMar DeRozan. That's what he wanted over. They couldn't work out a deal because I think Rob Pelinka, the GM, only wanted to give DeRozan 2 years. DeRozan was looking for 3, so they didn't work out the deal. Well, I guess the next option was Russell Westbrook, and LeBron did everything he could, according to sources, to get Westbrook over there. So, which means like I think Kyle Kuzma was gone, Caruso was gone. So they're saying that he broke up that that bubble team championship.
Yeah.
He broke up that team. They're saying that. She's saying that.
That LeBron did it?
Yeah, that LeBron basically did it. And of course the team's gonna cater to the best player always.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're the GM, you're the owner. I could suggest it as the best player. I could suggest it. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
So if I suggest it, don't blame it on me. You still got to make the decision. So she's saying that like LeBron should take more responsibility for like the whole what happened with Westbrook, and of course like the leaving players. So LeBron should be more grateful for them drafting Bronny James. And,
Wow.
And like she doesn't like the idea that LeBron was labeled as this like the Lakers savior because after Kobe, the Lakers are pretty much downhill. Of course, the Lakers name will never die as far as like basketball, but
Right.
they weren't winning anything. But it was before actually Kobe because Kobe's last 3 years they didn't do anything. So LeBron was in a way a savior.
Yeah.
He put him back on the playoff.
Oh yeah.
So she's talking all kind of crap about it, but I don't know. I think it's weird to dog out somebody that could potentially be the greatest or the second greatest in many people's eyes. I think it's terrible for you to do that.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have to put a statue of LeBron outside that stadium.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you have to.
Staples Center is
Staples Center. He's gonna have one in Staples. He's gonna have one in Cleveland. And
does anybody else have multiple statues? Let me look that up because that would be a flex right there. So. That might tilt the greatest of all time conversation.
There's no way.
Oh, LeBron is the GOAT.
Oh yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, I don't have any opinion on it just because I don't know.
Michael Jordan and Kobe are my two favorite players ever, but LeBron, as far as basketball, is the GOAT.
Yeah,
because being the GOAT, the greatest of all time, can't go. It's not just on championships.
Because you don't win it on your own.
Bill Russell will be the GOAT. And it's not just the style of play, because of course Michael Jordan is the GOAT by far. It's not the style of play. It's not the the crossover and all that stuff and the how beautiful you play the game. It's about stats. It's about stats. It's about how you take a team that wasn't supposed to be there, and all these things contribute to that. And I think he hits all those categories by far. And then longevity.
Yeah.
Nobody has done what he's still doing at 41.
Yeah.
The man probably can play 5 more years, to be honest. I mean, guys at 41 before look like a grandfather out there.
I know, man.
They were walking around with Ben Gay on the, like just the smell of it. People didn't want to even come near to them. LeBron's still out there like he's 25. Of course, he's not the same LeBron from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The man just turned 41. But to be playing at that age and still averaging 20-something points a game, still dunking on people, there's games where he's getting 30-something. Come on.
What year how old was Jordan when he retired?
He retired like what?
Twice? Yeah. Let's count the first time because the comeback.
Well, Jordan actually played. I think he played at 40 with the Wizards.
Yeah.
But there was an aura with Jordan that he still has that. One of my buddies, he played in the league. He told me that in the playoff, they sent him in to guard Jordan. And then he went, I think they were shooting a free throw or something, and he went stood right next to Jordan. And Jordan said, "Who sent you here? like who sent you here? Like, why are you here trying to why?" So there was still an aura. So if you had to guard him, I mean, you're in awe. Man, I'm guarding Jordan.
Yeah.
And in a way, you don't really want to hurt him.
Yeah.
But then he's gonna talk smack to you.
Yeah, you got.
He's gonna talk smack to you. So he was still doing it, but he wasn't doing it at the level that LeBron was doing it at that age. Because he was already pretty much done. He was at the Wizards.
Yeah, it's I looked it up. If that question, does anybody have multiple statues for different teams? And it says no, but it says LeBron James is frequently cited as the most likely candidate to achieve this due to winning championships and Finals MVPs with the Cavs, Heat, and Lakers.
He has to have 3. If they don't give him 3 statues, they're hating on him.
That I agree with that. And listen, as a Bulls fan who suffered at the hands of Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James, yeah, because you look at those teams. Not that. Well, what was Miami like before the Big Three? Before that announcement, did they?
I mean, they won a championship. Well, actually, yeah, they won a championship with previous year. How many years was it before that? Can't remember how many years.
Did they win 2 with them?
When Shaq went over there.
Yeah.
They had already won a championship with D-Wade, Shaq, that team.
And
LeBron came over there, which was like, I think that was 2001. What? I can't remember what year when they won that championship.
Without.
It was a year that Shaq left LA, he went to Miami. That's when he won the championship. And then LeBron came there, of course, after he played 7 years in Cleveland.
2006, 2012, and 2013. Those are the. So it'd have to be 2006 with Shaq, and the back-to-back, 12 and 13.
Yep.
So you win one there. The bubble championship. That was a weird one. Not to discredit that they won it, but that season was just so weird because
it was weird. It was weird. I think it was no different than the year. I think it was the Spurs. They had the lockout. They only ended up playing like 50-something games. Look up what year was the lockout, the NBA lockout. The Spurs won the championship. Pretty much, it was like COVID.
Yeah. That's so 98, 99 culminated in the San Antonio Spurs winning their first championship, defeating the New York Knicks in the finals. David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
So how many games did they play in the season?
50. Condensed 50 game season.
How many games did they play in the bubble?
How many? Okay. I'm saying, how many games were played in the COVID NBA season?
It was close because it was after
72 games. The 2020 and 21 NBA season, heavily impacted by COVID, featured a shortened 72-game regular season. Bro, instead of the 82.
That's 22 more games in the San Antonio. And they talk about that ring being like, like it shouldn't really count. What the Spurs shouldn't count then. That's 50 games.
Yeah, you're right.
That's way less. Like now, like I could have seen like maybe in the bubble if the Hawks won it. Like the Hawks were like that and they came in there and won it. Like if a team that no one expected came in the bubble and won it, like the Loganville Hawks. Then it's like, oh really?
Yeah.
Were they really the best team?
Yeah.
But the Lakers are one of the top teams. It was the Lakers. I think it was the Clippers because they had Kawhi, PG. They had that good team. And they lost to the Nuggets. No, they lost to. I think they lost. Yeah, to the Nuggets. One of those teams beat them. So the thing is, it's LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron's on the team. If Kobe was on the Lakers when they won the bubble, it would have been fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it'd have been fine. Just LeBron's on the team.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, 10 less games is easier to kind of go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Then they say, "Oh, well, the guys in the bubbles they were checked out mentally." You think?
What do you mean?
Do you think there's not guys checked out mentally in the regular NBA season?
Right. Yeah, and especially like, and I guess that kind of goes back to that earlier question. Those guys, you've seen pickup games. You've seen games where you've got guys who it's like an invite only thing, right?
Yeah.
There's no they're playing that game as though they're playing on a nationally televised game, a primetime game.
Mm-hmm.
They show up. So to say they're checked out, I don't really.
Yeah, like some of the guys didn't want to be there. And that's on y'all.
Who was that? I thought that was a player that kept sneaking his girlfriend in or his.
Yeah, a couple of guys got caught, got kicked out. I forgot who it was. I know Lou Williams. He got in trouble because.
I think that's who I was.
Well, Lou had I think he had a relative, somebody passed in his family or something. And he came down here and said, for some reason, he likes to eat wings at Magic City.
The wings of Magic City.
So he was there. They saw him and stuff. But I think he went during the day, like when nobody was there. So I don't know. It became a big thing, and I'm not sure if he wasn't allowed back or I don't know the whole story with it. He got in trouble for it, whatever. But yeah.
That's.
But like I said, they won the championship. I don't see no. To me, that's if you're gonna put that as you put an asterisk on that championship, then you have to put one on the Spurs one. Even worse because they only play 50 games.
That thing was crazy. It was crazy. Well, look, man, it's been fun. It's been fun chopping it up with you. But I think we'll draw this thing to an end. NFL Championship weekend. I think we're in for at least one hard-hitting game, and that's going to be the NFC Championship. I do think that Jarrett Stidham is going to so much talk has been going on. I was watching Good Morning Football, and his name is like a punchline. And that just kind of like, I don't know, maybe I'm too soft or whatever as a fan and as a man, but this guy made a joke about, I didn't think I was going to be here. I thought Jarrett Stidham was going to have to stand in my place, and then everybody burst into laughter. I'm like,
kind of messed up.
It is. I mean,
Bo Nix is not Josh Allen.
I know.
I mean,
and I didn't really. I'm glad to see because when he was at Auburn, I didn't. He didn't blow my hair back. He transferred to Oregon, and I don't know if it's the system, the team around him, a game manager. But he did it in Denver too. He got him.
Yeah, I think he does what he does well, but individually he's not.
Yeah, he's not Josh Allen.
He's not one of those top guys So I mean, I think Stidham's good. I mean, I wish he plays his worst game ever tomorrow. I mean, if you're watching out there, please play the worst game ever tomorrow.
I hate it for Sean McDermott, man. He's like, at what point is it really his fault that his team can't get over the hump?
There's a couple of controversial calls in that game, and I mean, I don't know, man. I hate that for Josh.
I know.
I hate that for him. Almost like that Buffalo Bills curse is still there.
I know, dude. So, let's see what's today's date. Today's the 24th. This says as of the 23rd, there are 8 to 10 NFL head coaching vacancies still. Following a historic turnover in the 2026 hiring cycle. Bills, Ravens, Browns, Steelers, Raiders. No, Falcons hired Stefanski. Giants hired Harbaugh. And the Cardinals. It's
crazy how these coaches just get like swapped around. Like
I know. It's like the Saints hired the Zach Robinson from the Falcons. Yeah. And it's like
musical chairs. Like, okay, get up.
Just go get you a bag real quick, man. If you were just the kind of guy who didn't care, get you a coaching job.
I don't understand. Like, if you did a terrible job there, I'm bringing you back immediately over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, they say
especially if you had players, because I can see if you were there, but you didn't really have the players that you needed for you.
Stefanski in Cleveland. I don't. That was Who knows what that was, but it's Cleveland. God, I don't know if it's worse to be a Bills fan or a Browns fan, and that you have such a powerful team in Buffalo, and you just never.
But
I don't know.
I can already tell you, if Stefanski comes here and does not win in 2 years,
he's got
the Falcons are gonna be talking all kind of crap. They're gonna be saying why. They're gonna go back to what he did in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think some of them are saying that right now.
Then you got Matt Ryan though as president of football operations, so hopefully he'll be able to bring some fresh perspective to it. I don't know. They're still looking for a GM. I still don't understand the role of GM, president of football, and then I know what the head coach does, but yeah, Stefanski's got to win 10 games in his second season for me to, because Atlanta was so close.
Have to win in the first season.
In the first season, he's got to win 8 to 10. Because we were already there. I say we, as I wear a Seahawks jersey. So you got a side team. But yeah, there were too many games that we won close. We lost close that we should have been in. Kicker was a tough situation, but I think Stefanski will at least get us to 10. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you look at the best seasons, and now this is even including Dan Quinn taking them to the Super Bowl and then getting to the NFC Championship the next year, was with Mike Smith. Mike Smith, like, they couldn't advance past the divisional round of the playoffs, but they were winning 11 and 12 games a season. But you had like Julio Jones, Roddy White.
You had players.
Yeah, just great guys. You had the what's the boy's name that came from Chicago, the punt return, the kickoff return. Yeah, Devin Hester. There were some great offensive weapons. Olamide Zaccheaus, he's still playing. Like, the Falcons have had players, and I know NFL teams have that. You got Austin Hooper playing for you guys right now. He was drafted by the.
I tell you what, though, that running back,
Bijan.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Bijan is the truth, and Algier is the truth too. I mean, you look back when we had Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman. And before that, it was Michael Turner and Jarius Norwood. Like, they've always had a good backfield.
Man.
Yeah.
He was the reason why I lost some fantasy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's close out with that. So, Mr. Auto Draft over here. Rule number 1 in our fantasy league was don't auto draft. You were on the golf course that day, if I'm not mistaken. Course, oh my gosh. Okay, on the golf course, auto drafts, comes in and wins every game. Every game except what, 2 or 3?
2 except 2. Yeah.
2 games. Only lost 2 games all season. I draft and get like a C. I'm middle of the field. Comes down to the playoffs, and Alex has Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua going up against Bijan Robinson. I called him that day and I said, hey, I'm just going to say congratulations right now, because there's no way I'm beating this lineup. And just the gods,
I don't know what happened.
The football gods said, hey, remember that auto draft? Now is where we're going to penalize you for that. And yeah, Bijan went off, and I think a lot of people, I know, I saw so many, I went on X that day and was looking at it, and just so many people are saying thank you, Bijan, and like had that exact same scenario. Oh yeah.
A bunch of people auto drafted.
Well, I don't know if they auto drafted, but they ended up with that lineup, that matchup, and Bijan just came through, and so that was my first ever fantasy football championship. And as the commissioner, I didn't do a trophy or anything. And we even tried to make it like a cheap league, $20 a league, and nobody paid. So that's why I don't be messing with. I don't want, again, I always lose money, so I don't like to put money on it. But that was a lot of fun. All right, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation. We've enjoyed having it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, set the notification bell. We're going to start picking this thing up more and more. Just sitting around, chopping it up about sports and different things. Again, thanks for joining Alex and Eli Unplugged. We'll holler.